Hi, I'm Dr. K.
And I'm Chef D.
Today we're going to show you a couple exercises that you should incorporate into your day, help give you a little bit more familiarity with your alignment, with your balance, help you stay nice and stable through your torso. First one that we're going to talk about is what we call Stir the Pot. And we're going to use these great little furniture movers, these super sliders that we have. And I want you to think about that super slider as almost like a scouring pad, or the little pad that's going to scratch the bottom of your pan when you stir the pan. So take that foot, stand up nice and tall, get all your weight on all four corners of your foot. So on this side we're going to work Dan's left leg first, or left side first. So he wants to get all of that weight on his big toe, little toe, on the sides of his heel, really stabilize. So the first thing he's going to do is just start circling that right foot out in a big circle, nice and stable. He's cinching up that core, pouring out that cabbage, really tall, ears over shoulders over hips, maintaining that good, nice, neutral spine alignment and posture. Working through the hip, just kind of warming up the body, getting ready to exercise. He's going to reverse that circle, working on keeping his toes forward so that he gets into those abductors, not so much the hip flexors, but those outer thigh hip muscles.
And if you have a weak knee like I do on my left knee, just take it easy. You don't need to get really far out there at the beginning. Start small circles, and then you can make it bigger as your knee gets more protective by building up those muscles around it.
So that's the roundabout way of saying progression. So Dan does have some issues that he's had in the past with his left knee, and so what we've done is really worked in a small range of motion and working on building that range. We're going to do the same side on the other side. This leg's a little bit taller, or a little bit stronger, sorry, and so he can work a little bit deeper. So right now, again, we're just stirring the pot with that hip, trying to warm up those hip muscles, get him ready for exercise, get him ready for movement. Go ahead and reverse that rotation. And since this is his stronger leg, we're going to show you the next exercise with this right leg. So it's called dip the hip. So we dip the chip all the time, right? So we're going to dip that hip. So similar to stirring that pot, we're going to squat down with that one leg. So this is basically a little demi squat or a little semi squat, just warming up those glutes, working those hip extensors. So we tend to work our hip flexors all day long. We walk forward, we go upstairs, even standing and sitting, we tend to work our hip flexors a lot. We get tight hip flexors, pulls our back out of alignment, we get low back pain. So one thing that we're wanting to do is strengthen the gluteus maximus, because it tends to get neglected. Even though it's a big muscle, we sometimes tend to neglect it. So we want to strengthen the gluteus maximus and start limbering up those hip flexors. So one thing Dan can do is actually take his foot back and lunge it to the back to behind him, and then bring it forward, and get a little stretch in his hip flexor and be working those hip extensors or the gluteus maximus on that left hip. How you feel there?
Good.
You warming up?
Yeah, definitely feel it.
In the quadriceps, yep. The hips. So this is a squat. Squat is a lower body exercise. It's the religion of exercise, I've heard people tell me. So it is a good exercise. You've got to be able to stand up and sit down all your life, so you make sure you want to have good strength to do that. I'm Dr. K.
And I'm Chef D.
Give it a try.